Developing tonight, another scare on the Strip. Chopper 13 over the Fashion Show Mall, where a shooting sent shoppers running for the exits and 3 people to the hospital. Good evening, everybody. I'm Trisha Keene.
And I'm Todd Quinones. Police right now still searching for the suspects. At this point, though, it's not clear exactly how many people were involved.
We have team coverage tonight. Anchor Jackie Kostick spoke with people who were inside the mall, but let's begin with 13 investigative reporter Joe Bartels.
And Joe, people you spoke with describe a bloody scene.
Yeah, Todd and Tricia, they really didn't know what to think. At one moment, they're walking through a nearly empty mall. The second, they stumble upon, in their words, a bloody crime scene right by the Dillards. Take a live look tonight at the Fashion Show Mall. You can see the police vehicle there, lights flashing, and this investigation just getting underway. The Fashion Show Mall on the world-famous Las Vegas Strip turned into a crime scene Tuesday.
We were eating dinner at Sugar Factory, and we had to go back through the mall because we were parked at Dillard's. But the mall was completely empty. All the stores are closed, shut. We couldn't understand because it was 6 o'clock.
Moments later, Monique and Tareen Johnson figured out why everyone cleared out. Someone was shooting inside the mall.
I didn't think anything of it at first, but then I saw my manager say that someone was shooting, and that's when we all ran to the back of the room.
Around 6:15 Tuesday, Las Vegas police say they rushed over to the Fashion Show Mall for the reported shooting, but the shooter took off before police could get there.
A bunch of blood drippings on the floor. Walking towards Dillard's, walking towards Dillard's, and the police was frantic.
People who couldn't get out of the mall stayed in stores and waited for word from authorities.
I mean, it can happen anywhere. We're from Richmond, Virginia, where there was a shooting every day for a month.
Police say 3 people were shot. 13 investigators saw at least 1 person being loaded into a waiting ambulance. And a scene like this, a little unnerving in a city that has already seen so much. And police say there was some sort of fight that led up to the shooting, but no suspect description has been released, at least at this point. And police stress that this was a targeted, non-random shooting. This was not an active shooter situation in really any form or fashion. Let's get to my colleague, Jackie Kostick. She's around the corner from where I'm at. And Jackie, you spoke to people who were inside the mall and as they were leaving.
Yeah, Joe, I spoke to several people as they were making their way out of the mall just about an hour ago after they'd been on lockdown for several hours, and they described a chaotic scene. People running, hiding in the back of stores, texting their loved ones. And I spoke to one man who said this was the scariest night of his life. Ariani Cortez was at work when she heard the first bang.
That's when I knew in my instinct, like, oh yeah, it's a gunshot.
Cortez was at the entrance of Johnny Rockets, the restaurant she manages. She saw people scatter.
I saw the man walking over. He had a gun in his hand and he was panicking. People were bleeding.
She called for everyone to get to the back of the restaurant inside an office.
Security was basically telling us, like, there is an armed shooter, stay in the office, do not come out until Metro tells you guys it's okay.
Cortez called 911 and says she tried to keep everyone calm.
Right there, we were all just making sure we texted our loved ones and told them we loved them.
A couple stores away at Dick's Sporting Goods, Justin Rickard also heard the shots fired.
I told him to get in the store right now. We'll close the gates and everything.
Rickard says he led 15 to 20 people from inside the mall to the back of the shoe department, as far from the incident as possible.
He got grazed, but there's still a lot of blood. He had towels on his face and everything. I'm just happy that I was able to help him, make sure he was okay.
Rickard says he helped that man get close to an ambulance. Meanwhile, the rest of the mall remained on lockdown.
I just looked at her, started crying, called home. I have 3 little ones.
Violet Dahl and Brett McQueen say employees at Buckle saw them out in the mall and brought them into the store.
We got to the back of the store and I told her we need to lay down flat if anything happens. And sorry.
Violet says although the moment was terrifying, she's grateful for the people who helped comfort and make them feel safe.
We just thanked them. We're so grateful. We would have been clueless and we would have still been out there. And
now, everyone I spoke to tonight also described a somewhat intimidating scene, them being led out single file by Metro officers and mall security. Of course, they were incredibly thankful to those first responders for helping them out of this frightening situation. But they said that when they arrived back outside of the mall, They saw the helicopters overhead. They saw all of the Metro vehicles, and that just showed them how real this situation was. And of course, they were all incredibly grateful to be safe tonight. Jackie Kostek, 13 Action News.
All right, Jackie, thank you.
And this is not the first scare at the Fashion Show Mall. Just this past May, police flooded the mall after a fight broke out and one shot was fired. One man was arrested. No one was hurt, but the mall was evacuated. Then in 2014, the same scenario really playing out, a fight ending in gunfire right in the middle of the shots. The stores going on lockdown. One man was taken to the hospital.
And as you may remember, Fashion Show Mall made the list of top crime hotspots for Metro Police in an investigation by Darcy Spears. It ranked number 8 out of 10. Metro says that's because more than 1,100 calls for their service were made there in 2018. That means that during that year, on average, Metro responded to 3 calls every day.
And of course, we'll keep you updated on the latest developments. Stay with KTNV.com and also our mobile app for the very latest here. We're also going to have complete coverage tomorrow on Good Morning Las Vegas beginning at 4:30 a.m.